Listening. Could it make you a better parent? A better leader? Even perhaps a better person? Could listening to motivating fitness programs get you fit? Could listening inspire you to start something new? These are thought starter phrases Scott can adapt based on show topic or theme. There's never been a better time to start listening on Audible, baby! And there's never a better time to win cash by answering Trivia Night by our good friends at Audible. Listen up, HQties. I am your host, reading Henrik Ibsen's Ghost, the Baskervilles, F. Scott Fitzgowski. Live from Pemberley, Oscar Wilde and out, getting lit. Well, all you bookworms, including Amanda and George Paul, who just gave birth to triplets, Mazel, Samantha Payne, Vanessa Noguera, and Chad's wife Megan and Dana in Calgary, celebrating B-Days today. On Pi Day, B.O. Day. We had that earlier today in HQ, and now it's Bookworm Night Day, Audible Night. Make sure you blow out your candles, by the way. And make sure you get your sound turned all the way up tonight, all right? Because I have an extra special edition. Turn it up. Get turned. This is a special edition of HQ just for you. I will be asking 12 audio-assisted questions featuring excerpts from audiobooks you can easily find on Audible. And if you get them all right, you'll be going to bed with a heavier wallet because you'll be splitting our jackpot cash prize of 5,000 Da Vinci codes, 5,000 Dante's Infernos, $5,000 plus. We'll throw in 1 million little pieces. Was that book is printed? Sure. But you can still find it. Anytime, anywhere, at home, at the gym, on your commute, or just on your way to the library. Do you have an extra life? Use that life tonight. It keeps you in the game if you get it wrong. You can only use it once per game, not in the final question. Maybe use one tonight. Use one, I don't know, on Sunday night, because we're doing the one. HQ's going back to find the one. One winner takes all. $10,000 going to just one of you. I don't stop asking questions, but one HQ is standing. And breaking news, we're going back to Hogwarts, kids. Harry Potter, Part 2, next Thursday night, March 21st. Oh yeah, we're doing it. You wanted it. You wanted it the first time, we're doing it again a second time. I see you still want it the second time. But for Forget the wizarding world right now, okay? It's time to visit the Quizzarding world on this Thursday night. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty with over 400,000 of you in the game live around the world. Let's get this special Audible show on the road. Numero uno. Who is this autobiographical narrator? Listen.
Now she had me do the Shakespeare Festival. It was a monologue, so I played all the characters. I was doing pretty well at some of the smaller competitions.
Okay, so the first question there, so we gave you a little more than just the audio. Who is that narrator? Jane Austen, Tiffany Haddish, or Winston Churchill? Oh, if you loved her in Girls Trip, you might want to get a copy of The Last Black Unicorn, a book of personal essays narrated by its author, star of stage and screen, Tiffany Haddish. You saw her there. You heard her voice. She narrated her own autobiography. That's how that works, folks. 328,242. She ready? And that was Winston Churchill. I mean, Jane Austen. Winston Churchill. Q2. This novel is called A Clockwork what? Mango?
There were 3 devotchkas sitting at the counter all together, but there were 4 of us mouse chicks.
What's that novel? A Clockwork what? Mango, banana, or orange? You shouldn't even need the audio for this one. Come on, A Clockwork what? It was a highly controversial Anthony Burgess novel in 1962, turned into perhaps an even more controversial Stanley Kubrick film in 1971, and now a rather uncontroversial pedestrian HQ question in 2019. Orange is the new answer. Q2, 303,000. Very good. You got your droogs. You're ready for a bit of the old ultra-violence at Q3. The rest of you, go to the milk bar. Q3, who wrote this novel? Listen.
Well, everybody does that way, Huck. Tom, it don't make no difference. I ain't everybody.
All right. Who wrote that novel? Ernest Hemingway, Charles Dickens, or Mark Twain? You getting the hang of this now? This is fun. This is new. This is different. I love this. Audio here. Answer, of course, not Samuel Clemens. I'm not putting the birth name. I'm putting Mark Twain, the pen name. Of course, Mark Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. A modern day warrior, mean stride. 277,632 of you got a mean pride. Never the twain shall meet for the 25,000 who are 8. But all aboard this Twain train, we're going to Q4. A portrait of the artist as a young man was written by a man from which place? Ireland. Out there. Oh, shucks to Huck. Huck this quiz is what you're probably saying. James Joyce knows a thing or two about being a young man and a young artist. Before writing this debut novel in 1916, he had a short story collection called Dubliners under his belt. Should probably give it away now.
His mother had a nicer smell than his father. She played on the piano the sailor's hornpipe for him to dance.
Dubliners, Ireland, yeah. Colin Farrell there, doing the audio on the audiobook. Shout out Colin Farrell, also in Dumbo. Happy Bloomsday to 119,329 who knew James Joyce, wrote a young man, and then also knew James Joyce from Ireland. Eringo bra, and we're going to Q5. Getting lit, extra lit tonight. This is the beginning to a classic novel by what author? Listen.
It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13.
These clocks go to 13, baby. Was it George Orwell, Ray Bradbury, or Arthur C. Clarke? Novel by what author? Orwell, Bradbury, Clarke. The year may have passed long ago, but many of the premonitions in this book have never felt truer than they do today. One could argue we're living in Oceania right now. Talking about 1984, of course, by George Orwell, the year of my birth. 100,758. Avoiding Big Brother here at Q5. The rest of you going down a memory hole. Didn't remember Orwell. Clocks going all the way to 13, and we're novel's protagonist named Santiago, the kite runner. Vinci Code. This book was a major hit. Translated from Portuguese to English. We're talking about the young shepherd Santiago featured in Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist.
The boy's name was Santiago, as the boy arrived with his herd at an abandoned church. The roof had fallen in long ago.
That's all I remember from my 2 days in Lisbon. 77,475. Alchemizing, hypnotizing, smizing. I can't smize. Turning Q6 into gold tonight. Getting Q7. The author of this novel did not also write.
Universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of the good fortune must be in want of a wife.
Aha! That audio clip. What is that? The author of this novel did not write which of these? Emma, Jane Eyre, or Christian? Did not also write. So you heard the author there. Did not also write which of these? Ain't this something, guys? Jane Eyre, Jane Austen. You think, what? They sound similar. Well, one's a novel by Charlotte Bronte, and the other is a novelist of Emma, Persuasion, and Pride and Prejudice. From where we heard that clip there. Jane Eyre is your answer here. 54,571 of you knew that one. Jane says, bow, bow, I'm done with Sergio. I can't hit the high notes tonight. My Q8 for the 54,000 left. Which of these Neil Gaiman works did not begin as a comic book or graphic? This seems like it could have been graphic novel in 2001, but it was just a regular old fantasy novel without illustrations. Boring!
Not only are there no happy endings, there aren't even any endings.
Tell that to Robert Kraft. American Gods is your answer here, and we got a savage question after a savage joke. Q&A. Yeah. Oof, ripped out of the book tonight. 16,000. Me asking you questions, literary questions, on this audible night. Q9. What Stephen King novel features a nightmare spider from beyond time and space? The Stand, Pet Sematary, or It? You know, when not furiously tweeting, Stephen King has been bringing us a lot of freaky-deaky stories over the years from his hideout in Bangor, Maine. Richard Bachman, too. But the only place you'll find a trans-dimensional spider like this is in It.
Then Beverly was shrieking, clinging to Bill, as it reached down the gossamer curtain of its webbing. A nightmare spider from beyond time and space.
A nightmare spider from Bed, Bath, and Beyond time and space. 23,585. This is it. Bow. Make no mistake where you are. This is it. It's not it for you yet. You got 3 questions left to win. The best novel famously ends with what? But listen.
My name isn't a Fred. I have another name.
Tale, the truly dark and dystopian sci-fi look at the not-too-distant future, and it ends with a presentation transcript. It ends with a presentation transcript. Yes, it does. 12,181 of you knew that one. Maybe you're not so familiar with the book or the audiobook, and you're more of a Hulu original series fan. Shout out Lizzie Moss. We got 2 questions left. The penultimate one here at Q11. Which of these titles is part of the Outlander series? The Work of Stars, Stolen Time. Americans pronounce it Gabaldon. 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 In Spain, it's Gabaldon. That's the proper. Anyway, Diana Gabaldon. All right, you know her. She's just churning these books out. Now it's a TV show. The time-traveling Outlander books march to the beat of their own drums. The drums of autumn, that is.
Your face is my heart, Sassenach, he said softly, and love of you is my soul.
Drums of Autumn. I'm trying to do the breakdown of Frankenstein there. 8,580 of you march to the beat of your drummer, little drummer boys and girls. You have one question left now. One question standing between you and the victory circle. Is it going to be winner, winner, chicken dinner for you tonight? Q12, it all boils down to this. Can you hear it? $5,000 going once, going twice, going to you at Q12. How does this famous quotation from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein end?
Nothing is so painful to the human mind as a...
Frankenstein? Why? Frankenstein! Frankenstein. Great and sudden change, love torn asunder, or short-lived friendship. Harvey Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein. There's my Frankenstein. You might think nothing is so painful like losing HQ. But even worse, great and sudden change.
Nothing is so painful to the human mind as a great and sudden change.
So painful if you got it wrong, but it feels so good. For all the winners tonight, 5,430 of you. There's a great and sudden change. You just won HQ, baby! This is what happens when you do 2 shows in one day after not doing that for a long time. You lose your voice. You get a little hoarse. You can't hit the high notes tonight. But 5,430 of you certainly did. You listened up and you listened well. C. Gullier, Mr. SCR, Fancy Boxer, Derek V, Mick Shiplick. Oh, I know. I can't pronounce it. It's from X-Men, right? Kelly, Alex, Trace, Kiko, and congratulations, just under $1. 92 or 93 cents going to all of you. How about that holler for $1? Thanks to Audible. You know, you could afford a free trial with those 92 or 93 cents even. That's how much you want. So you can actually afford a free trial with Audible. Anyone can produced with the Sklar Brothers, most fun I've ever had. Check that out only on Audible. Audible has the most inspiring minds, the most compelling stories. The best place to listen. Remember, some more. 10 minutes from now, Anna Roisman coming to you with words. The one is happening this Sunday. That's right. Winner take all, $10,000. Harry Potter next Thursday. I told you that. I'll see y'all back here tomorrow because you can't stop fighting the fight. There's no slowing this tricky train. Until I see you on I can stop Bergowski. Signing off for tonight. Saying,